Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Beyond Authentic, where we focus on all things weird and witchy. My name's Lisa, and today I am back with a pick a card reading, and today I am using the rather stunning Macabre Tarot. There is an unboxing and flip through video coming on this very deck because it is so beautiful, so stunning, and it's one of the most recent into my collection. I absolutely love it. Anyway, this is a pick a card reading, and the question for today is, what is the life lesson that today's situation is telling us, or the life lesson that we're going to learn through today's situation? So whatever's going on, there are always tough lessons to learn in life, and this deck particularly is giving us some really cold, hard facts about those lessons. If that sounds interesting, then all you need to do is focus on these three cards, and whichever one you are drawn to, I will put a timestamp on screen right now. All you need to do is scroll across to that timestamp, and then that will be your reading for this situation for today. Now, this is a universal reading, which means whatever space and time we are in, whether this is done on the day it goes up, or whether you're finding this 5, 10, 20 years later, it doesn't matter. This is a universal reading, so whenever you're finding this, it's the right time. Whatever situation you're going through, this is the right time for this reading. So the cards are going to tell you what life lesson you are going to learn through this situation. So we're going to start with the right hand card today, and you've got the Massacre of Cups. So in this deck, the court cards have been renamed. So the Massacre would replace the King. Now this is a really interesting card because it's talking about feeling all the emotions, everything. So this is being almost overwhelmed by emotions, so much so that you're struggling to cope with them. But if you're overwhelmed emotionally, are you going to be making logical decisions? This card is really asking us, are we thinking with our head or our heart? Because actually we need to combine both to get the answers that truly fulfill us. And at the moment, this card is telling us that our emotions are running rampant, and that's when you can react out of impulse, you can react out of anger, you can react out of sadness. All of these things can control us, and actually we end up saying and doing things in the spur of the moment that we later regret. So yeah, just bear that in mind. This card is asking us to really make sure we are engaging our head and our heart. If you like this reading, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out here with YouTube's algorithm. If you haven't already, why not hit that subscribe button and then ding your bell so that YouTube notifies you each and every time I upload a video. If you'd like to support me just a little bit more, you can always go across to buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic, where you can, in fact, buy me a coffee. Full details are on there about the Coffee Club Crew membership as well. Thank you so much to those of you choosing to support me. So then for all you centrists out there, we have the Five of Daggers, and it's reversed. Okay, so for me, the Five of Daggers is talking about victory, but it's talking about victory at what cost? Look, if I show you the card this way up, if I show you it the right way up, you can see the artwork here. Look at this person. They've had their eyes gouged out, and that's really what this card is talking about. So yes, you can win the war, but at what cost? Was it worth it in the long run? What a horrific price to pay to get that victory. And this card is really asking us to look at this from the situation that you're in right now. Is it worth victory at all costs? Because quite often, like, yes, you can win the battle, you can win this war, you can get the W in the logbook rather than the L for the loss, but you will end up paying such a heavy price that would it not have been better to just negotiate your way out of this before this happened? Would it not have been better to just, you know, make some appeasements at the beginning rather than paying this heavy a toll? And that is what this card is really asking us to think about when it comes to this situation. So the harsh lesson could well be here, you know, victory, but at what cost? That is the question. So the harsh lesson here is that yes, you can get victory, but you will pay such a cost that it won't feel like a win in the long run. So maybe look at that, and maybe look at what the priorities are. Are you prepared to lose everything but come out with a win? That's the question. If you've liked this reading, please do go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out with YouTube's algorithm. Also, if you haven't already, how about hitting that subscribe button and then dinging your bell so that YouTube notifies you each and every time I upload a video. I'll put a link up here in the corner to another pick a card reading. If you'd like to support myself and this channel just a little bit more, you can always go across to buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic and have a look at the Buy Me a Coffee memberships. You could join our coffee club crew for just £3 a month. And for our lefties over here, let's do the left-hand card. Ooh, we've got Ethereal. Now, this card in most decks would be named the Empress. Now, if you know anything about my readings, you'll know I absolutely love the Empress. She is my favourite card from the entire tarot system. Now, this one's been renamed the Ethereal. And if you look, there's almost sort of galaxy images within her silhouette. And it's that ethereal element. Another word for this card might be the Muse, because she's asking us to look at creativity, and she's asking us to bring that sort of nurturing energy that the Empress is famous for, and that creative energy to create something through this situation you've been going through, create something that wasn't there before. So that could be a blog post, it could be a piece of artwork, it could be a song. We all know there are albums and books written because somebody's gone through something incredibly emotional and come out the other side and needed to channel that. This card is really asking you, what creative elements can you use to make sense of what you're going through? How can you use the creative arts to deal with those emotions that you've got right now? The lesson that you're learning may well come from a lot of emotions and from a lot of pain. This situation, to me, doesn't feel like it's the best one in the world right now. However, out of that can come this creative spark, and you can have something in your hand that you create that wasn't there before. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. That massively helps me out with YouTube's algorithm. Also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and then ding your bell so YouTube notifies you each and every time I upload a video. I'll put another pick a card reading up in the corner here, but for now, that is your reading. These are all 3 cards from today's reading. If you've watched this right to the very end, please put the skull emoji in the chat so I can say thank you. But that is it for me today. And as I always say, stay you, stay safe, stay authentic, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.